Hello. Nice to see you all again. I hope you enjoyed last week's story about the sun and the moon who invited water to visit their house. Are you sure? Are you sure? Said water. This week, I'm not outside. This week, the weather is not so sunny and bright. So I'm back here near the hill with the moon going down and the sun coming up. So let's see if we are ready for a story. This is the big bowl. This is the teeny tiny shiny spoon. I'm going to make a noise with the big bowl and the teeny tiny shiny spoon. And if you can hear it, it means we're very nearly ready for the story. Here we go. Did you hear it? Me too. This is the middle-sized bowl. And this is the teeny tiny shiny spoon. I'm going to make a noise with the middle-sized bowl and the teeny tiny shiny spoon. And if you can hear this, you're very, very nearly ready for a story. Here we go. We can hear the big bowl. We can hear the middle-sized bowl. But can we hear the teeny tiny shiny bowl? Here we go. Did you hear it? Well then, now is time for story time, story time, story time. Now is time for story time. We'll find somewhere that's comfy to sit. Well, you might be on a chair, you might be on somebody's lap, you might be on your bed, you might be on the floor. Don't sit by the door in case you get cold. You could be anywhere, but get comfy because this is how the story begins. Well, once upon a time, and a long time ago, and far, far away, there was a forest. And at the edge of the forest, where the trees grew tall, there lived hardly anyone at all, but there was just one dear little, sweet little, cosy little house. It had a roof and walls and windows and a garden round the side and a door. Let's open the door wide and see who lives inside. It's a creaky door. Well, inside the house lived a little old woman. Hello. And a little old man. Hello. And the little old woman and the little old man, well, they had lived together for a long, long time. And the little old woman knew that little old man. And that little old man knew that little old woman. And they loved each other very much. And they were very happy because they had a lovely little house and a cosy fire and enough food to eat and a garden outside and the wide, wide sky and the cool, shady forest. Oh, but there was one thing that they really wished for. Oh dear, said the little old woman. I do wish we'd had a little child of our own. Oh yes, said the little old man. So do I. I've got an idea, said the little old woman. We could pretend. Why don't I make a little gingerbread man? And that can be our child. Good idea, said the little old man. Little old man went outside into the garden while the little old woman got ready to make gingerbread. She went in the kitchen and she opened the cupboard doors wide and she looked inside. She needed flour, she needed butter, she needed sugar, she needed syrup, she needed, of course, ginger. There was the flour in a fresh bag. There was the butter in the butter dish. There was the syrup in a sticky, sticky tin. And there was the ginger right at the top in a little pot. Oh, that's really gingery, she said. She got her biggest bowl and she dropped in the flour with a and she sprinkled in the sugar with a and she chopped in the butter with a and she sprinkled in the ginger with a oh, I mustn't sneeze on my and then with her hand she mixed and she mixed and she stirred and she stirred and she squidged and she squashed and she rolled and soon she had a lovely ball of sweet gingery smelling gingerbread dough. I know, she said, I'll roll it flat. So she got her rolling pin and she rolled. Now you might not have a rolling pin, but you might have a tube. I've got rather a big one. Roll, roll, roll it flat. Roll, roll, just like that. If you haven't got a tube, don't worry, we could do it like this. Roll, roll the gingerbread flat. Roll it, just like that. Not too thin and not too fat. Just one more roll. That's that. Then there was a nice flat piece of gingerbread. Next, the little old woman got out her knife and she started to cut out the shape of a gingerbread man. I think I'll do the head first. So she went round and drew a head with the knife, cutting all the way through the dough. And there was the gingerbread man's head. And then she did the gingerbread man's arms. She went round his shoulders and one arm cut and two arms cut. And she did his neck and his chest too. So now the gingerbread man looked like this. And then she cut out his body and she cut out his legs, and pretty soon the gingerbread man was all done, lying there flat as a pancake. But the gingerbread man needed something. Of course, the gingerbread man needed a face. He needed two eyes, one nose, one mouth, and maybe a few buttons too. Said the little old woman. What can I use for the buttons? And she had a look around. That's a good idea. She could use raisins. Oh, that's a good idea. She could use chocolate buttons. Yeah, that's a good idea too. She could do icing. I don't know what the little old woman used. Oh yes, maybe a cherry for the mouth, for the little smile. Oh, you've got such good ideas. Well, she gave her gingerbread man two eyes, one nose, one mouth and buttons, and she popped him carefully into the oven to cook. I'm going to pretend that the big bowl is the oven. In you go, gingerbread man, close the door. Oh, that's that, said the little old woman. She turned on the oven. I think I'll have a nice cup of tea, she said. So that's what she did. She made herself quite a little cup of tea. And she sat back and she waited for the gingerbread man to cook. Ooh, trouble was, the oven made the kitchen warm, the tea made her tummy warm, and her eyes started to close. And she fell asleep. But while she was sleeping, something was happening in the oven. Did you hear that? The little old woman woke up. Is that somebody at the door? She said. She went to the door and she opened it wide. But there was nobody outside. And then it came again. And then the little old woman heard this.
Let me out! It's hot in here! Let me out!
Of course, it was the gingerbread man inside the oven. Oh, my goodness, said the little old woman. I'd better open the door. So quick as a flash, she opened the oven door wide and out jumped the little gingerbread man. Oh, hello, said the little old woman. But the gingerbread man said this. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. And he jumped out of the oven and on to the table and off the table and on to the floor and off the floor and right out of the door. He ran and he ran and he ran and he ran. Stop, stop, said the little old woman. Wait! But the gingerbread man did not stop. The little gingerbread man just kept on running and running and running, and all the time as he ran, he sang, run, run as fast as you can, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. And now the little gingerbread man was running, and the little old woman was running after, like this. Well, just then, the gingerbread man was running through the garden, down the path between the flowers, over the stones, and the little old man who was digging said, What's this? Stop, stop, little gingerbread man. But the gingerbread man said, Are you ready? Run, run as fast as you can, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. And he ran 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 and he ran. Well, now the little old woman was running after like this. The little old man was running after like this. But the gingerbread man did not stop. Just then, a little dog was trotting by, and the dog stopped, and the dog sniffed, and the dog licked his lips. Smells good, said the dog. The little gingerbread man took one look at the dog and said, Are you ready? Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. And he ran, 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 and he ran. Oh, my goodness. Now, the little old woman was running after like this. Little old man was running after like this. And the dog was trotting after like this. But they could not catch that gingerbread man. Well, they hadn't gone very far when the gingerbread man heard this. Meow. Wow. The gingerbread man stopped and looked, and there was a cat. Wow, you look good to eat, said the cat. I'm going to eat you up. But the gingerbread man said, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. And gingerbread man ran and 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 ran. Oh my goodness. Now the little old woman was running after like this. Little old man was running after like this. And the dog was running after like this. And the cat was running after like this. Meow, 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 meow. But do you know, they could not catch the gingerbread man. Now the little gingerbread man came to the edge of a field. And the gingerbread man heard this. Moo! Oh, said the gingerbread man. It was a cow. The cow was chewing grass. Moo! You look tastier than grass, said the cow. Moo! I'm gonna eat you. And the gingerbread man said, oh, no, you're not. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. And the gingerbread man ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. Oh my goodness me. Are you ready? Now the little old woman was running after like this. The little old man was running after like this. The dog was trotting after like this. The cat was running after like this. And the cow was running after like this. Moo, moo. But not one of them could catch the gingerbread man. Are you all right, gingerbread man? Gingerbread man has been running for a long time. I think he's getting a bit tired. No, I'm not, said the gingerbread man. But just then, the gingerbread man came up to the edge of a river. And the river was deep, and the river was wide, and there were lots of things inside. And what's worse, the gingerbread man could not swim. Oh, said the gingerbread man. Oh, what shall I do? I can't swim. How will I get across the river? Well, just then, somebody came creeping along. They had big, pointy ears and a long, pointing nose and a swishy ginger tail. And they said, maybe I can help you. It was Fox. Gingerbread man said, no, you can't eat me. And the fox said, oh, I don't want to eat you. Do you think the fox is telling the truth? Oh no, said the fox. I don't want to eat you. I want to help you. Do you think the fox wants to help the gingerbread man? Thank you very much, said the gingerbread man. But how can you help me? Oh, said the fox, I can swim. You see, I can swim, and you can climb on my back, and I'll swim across the river and take you to the other side. Well, the little gingerbread man looked, and there, coming as fast as can be down the field towards the river, was the little old woman and the little old man and the dog and the cat meow 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 and the cow moo. So the gingerbread man said, oh yes please, help me over the river. Climb on my back, said the fox. So the gingerbread man did. The gingerbread man got onto Fox's back, and the fox jumped into the river with a 1, 2, 3, whee, sploosh. Well, the river was deep, and the river was wide, and there were lots of things inside. But Gingerbread Man, look, he's fine. He's on Fox's back. Here they go. The fox swam into the water, but he went deeper and deeper. Oh, said Gingerbread Man. I'm afraid my feet are getting a bit wet. So Fox said, why don't you climb on my head? Do you think Gingerbread Man should climb on Fox's head? Gingerbread Man did climb on Fox's head. Fox carried on swimming. Oh, said Gingerbread Man, my feet are still getting wet. So Fox said, why don't you climb onto my nose? So Gingerbread Man climbed onto Fox's nose. My feet are still getting wet. Oh dear, said the fox. I'll see if I can lift you up a bit. And he tossed his head in the air. Whee! Oh, where's he gone? Gingerbread Man went right up into the air and Fox opened his mouth wide. Oh no, Gingerbread Man started to fall down. Fox wiped bits of gingerbread from his whiskers and then went back off home, down his burrow, into his den. Just then, the little old woman came running up. The little old man came running up. The dog came running up. The cat came running up. Meow, meow. And the cow came running up. Moo. And they all looked around. And then the little old woman looked on the ground and said, oh dear, there's a few gingerbread crumbs. And the little old woman never knew, and the little old man never knew, and the dog never knew, and the cat never knew, and the cow never knew who ate up the little gingerbread man. But we know. Oh dear, said the little old woman. Oh well, we'll just have to go home, and I'll just have to start all over again. And that's the end of that story. The fox didn't really eat the gingerbread man. Shall I show you? My fox is a puppet, which means I can put my hand up there and I hid the gingerbread man. in his tummy. Ooh, it does smell good. Do you like eating gingerbread men? Shall I? Oh, it's really good. It's really, really good. You could have a go at making some gingerbread men. Hope they don't run away. But now it's time for us to do this. You can see I'm looking all around. I'm looking on my little table here, and I'm looking on the ground, and I can't find my teeny tiny spoon. But don't worry, because I'm going to use the gingerbread man. Would you like to help? One-armed gingerbread man. Here we go. That was good. Now is the end of our story time. Story time, story time. Now is the end of our story time. So it's time to say goodbye. What? Sorry? Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. I wanted to say a big thank you for this beautiful card. Yeah, it's good, isn't it, Gingerbread Man? This beautiful card, which came from Anastasia, who's really enjoying storytelling. Thank you, Anastasia. It's really sweet. Thanks for reminding me. It's time to say goodbye. Bye, everybody. Bye.